She hid her engagement ring. I want to see if guys hit on me without it. It's just a social experiment. I replied, experiment over. Then I pawned the ring and used the money to move out. The text she sent when she realized she was actually single. Tuesday morning, I'm looking for my watch. She borrowed it for the gym last week because hers died or whatever. And I find the engagement ring sitting in her jewelry box under some cheap Forever 21 earrings. Just sitting there. Not on her finger where it's been for 4 months. In a box. My first thought wasn't even anger. It was confusion. Like maybe she took it off to shower and forgot to put it back on. Except she left for work an hour before I even woke up, so that didn't track. Stood there in our bedroom holding this $6,500 ring, thinking maybe I'm overreacting. Maybe there's a reason. Maybe she's getting it cleaned. Maybe the band needs adjusting. Except if any of that were true, she would have mentioned it. While I'm standing there looking at the jewelry box, I noticed something else missing. My grandmother's necklace. Gold chain with a small pendant. Family heirloom. She'd worn it her whole life, left it to me when she died. Only thing I had from her. I'd let Amber borrow it for some company gala 3 months back. She kept saying she'd return it, kept forgetting. I kept meaning to ask for it back. Never seemed urgent. Now both pieces of jewelry were MIA. The ring in the box, the necklace nowhere to be found. I pocketed it. Didn't say anything. Went to work. Entire morning I'm welding and my brain's running scenarios. Maybe the clasp is loose and she didn't want to lose it. Maybe her finger's swollen from the gym. Maybe she's planning some romantic gesture and wanted it resized. Maybe I'm being paranoid and there's a perfectly good explanation. Lunch break. I'm sitting in my truck eating a sandwich and I pull out my phone, start scrolling through her Instagram. Not because I'm suspicious. Just because. Last weekend, girls' night out at some rooftop bar downtown. She posted 5 photos. Looked at every single one. Not one showed her left hand. Every angle strategically cropped or positioned to hide it. One photo she's holding a drink with her right hand. Another she's got both hands behind her back. Third one, her left arm is completely out of frame. Went back further. Week before, gym selfie. Left hand behind her back while she poses with her right hand on her hip. 2 weeks ago, dinner with her work friends. 4 photos. Every single one has her hands under the table or cropped out. This wasn't accidental. This was deliberate. Month ago, there's a photo from brunch. Ring clearly visible. She's showing it off actually. Hand positioned to catch the light on the diamond. Caption, blessed and grateful. Heart emojis. The whole thing. So somewhere between 1 month ago and now she decided to stop showing the ring. Stop wearing it. Start pretending to be single online. Lunch rolls around, I text her. Rosario's at noon? Yes, miss you baby. Baby. While she's out there cosplaying single, I get there first. She shows up 12 minutes late in a tight black dress and heels. For lunch. On a Tuesday. Hair perfect, makeup done, dressed like she's going out later, and 0 ring on her finger. We order. She's talking about work drama, something about her coworker Sarah, being passive-aggressive, how her boss doesn't appreciate her, the usual complaints. I'm not really listening. Just watching her. The way she gestures with her right hand. The way her left hand stays in her lap, or picks at her salad. The way she's positioned herself so the table hides her hands from anyone walking by. Food comes. We eat. She's still talking. Finally, I just reach into my pocket and put the ring on the table between us, right next to the salt shaker. She stops mid-sentence, stares at it. Want to explain this? Where did your jewelry box this morning, looking for my watch. She looks at the ring, looks at me. Her face does this thing where I can literally see her trying to figure out if she should lie or come clean, probably running through options, seeing which one I'd believe. I can explain. I bet. I've been doing a social experiment. I actually laughed. Couldn't help it. The audacity of calling it that. A social experiment. Yes, I want to see if guys hit on me without it. Without the ring, it's just a social experiment. Like she's explaining something fascinating, like I should be interested in her findings. You're testing if men will approach you when you pretend to be single. I'm not pretending anything. I'm observing social dynamics. How people interact differently based on perceived availability. While engaged, to me, it's harmless research. I'm not doing anything with these guys. I'm just seeing if they approach me differently. And do they? What? Do they approach you differently? Since that's apparently important information you need. That's not the point. That's exactly the point. You want male attention. The ring prevents male attention. So you took it off. It's not about wanting attention. Then what's it about? Understanding human behavior. By pretending to be available. I'm not pretending anything. Her voice was getting louder. People at nearby tables were starting to look. You're taking off your engagement ring. You're hiding it in photos. You're going out with your friends looking single. That's pretending. I'm engaged to you. That doesn't change just because I'm not broadcasting it. Broadcast it? You're hiding it. On purpose. For weeks. She crossed her arms. Leaned back. I knew you wouldn't understand. That's when something in my chest just went cold. Not hot. Cold. Like all the feelings I had for her froze and shattered at once. Experiment over. What? Put the ring back on or we're done, right now. She laughed. She laughed. Thought I was joking. You're not serious. Never been more serious. Ring on or we're over. Oh my God, you're being ridiculous. Decide. Can we talk about this at home? People are staring. No. Here. Now. Ring or single. She got this look. Half annoyed, half calculating. Fine. I'll put it back on when I get home. Not good enough. Stood up. Threw 320s on the table for my half. Walked out while she was still sitting there with her mouth open. Drove straight back to my apartment. My apartment. My name on the lease. She just moved in 8 months ago and never paid a dime of rent, and started packing her stuff. Clothes, shoes, that stupid Live Laugh Love pillow, everything. Boxes and boxes stacked by the door. She came home 2 hours later. What the hell? Your stuff. Get out. You're kicking me out? You're not on the lease. You don't pay rent. Yeah, I'm kicking you out. We're engaged. Where? Past tense. You took off the ring to see if you could do better. Congratulations, you're free to find out. I said I'd put it back on. After I forced you to. You didn't want to wear it, so don't. But you're not doing it while living in my apartment. She tried crying. The whole performance. I just stood there. Unmoved. You have until tonight. After that, I'm donating everything to Goodwill. 3 trips to her car. Never said another word to me. Slammed the door on the 3rd trip. Next morning, I'm at Lou's Pawn selling the ring. Place smells like old leather and desperation. Glass cases full of other people's mistakes. Watches that didn't get picked up. Guitars that got pawned for rent money. Jewelry from failed relationships. I put the ring on the counter. Lou, the guy who owns the place, picks it up. Doesn't even ask what happened. Sees engagement rings every week probably. Let me take a look. He pulls out this little microscope thing. Examines the diamond. Checks the clarity. Tests the gold. Weighs it on a scale. Whole process takes maybe 3 minutes. I can give you $2,200. Less than a third of what I paid. Doesn't matter. Deal. You sure? This is a nice ring. Quality stone. You could probably get more if you sold it private. I'm sure. He fills out the paperwork. I sign. He counts out cash, 2,200s, crisp bills, stacks them on the counter. Rough breakup? Something like that. They usually are. Good luck, man. Walked out with 2,200 in cash in my jacket pocket, feeling lighter than I had in weeks. Drove straight to the apartment complex down the street with that pawn money. Garden Ridge Apartments. Had seen their sign every day driving to work. 1BR, $850 or smo, move-in special. Walked into the leasing office. Help you? Woman behind the desk. Name tag said Sandra. Looking for a 1-bedroom. We have one available. When are you looking to move in? This Friday. This Friday? 2 days from now. Yes. Okay, let me pull up the unit. She showed me photos. Studio apartment, 600 square feet, small kitchen, bathroom, 1 main room. Perfect. First month and deposit, that's $1,700 total. Move-in special waives the application fee. Pulled out the cash. Counted out 1,700s right there. She looked surprised. Cash? Cash. Works for me. Signed the lease, got the keys. Move in Friday. That left me with $500 from the ring money. Used $150 for the Craigslist moving guy and his truck. Kept $350 for incidentals. New shower curtain, cleaning supplies, whatever I needed for the new place. $6,500 ring turned into a fresh start and $350 in my wallet. Best deal I ever made. Friday I hire some guy off Craigslist with a truck. $150. Everything's moved by noon. Turned in my keys to the old place. Done. Saturday morning my phone starts blowing up. Different numbers. She's blocked on my actual number. All her. Where are you? Why did you move? This is crazy. We need to talk. I'm sorry about the ring. Please answer. You can't just leave. 3 years and you just disappear? I went to the apartment and you're gone. This is insane. Call me back. Blocked every single one. Sunday she shows up at my work. Security calls me. Woman in the lobby asking for you. Says it's an emergency. What's her name? Amber. It's not an emergency. She's my ex. We broke up. She's harassing me. You want us to escort her out? Yeah, and add her to the do not allow list. They did. She apparently screamed at the security guard, told him I was being unreasonable, that we were engaged, that I owed her a conversation. He didn't care. Walked her out anyway. Monday, her friend Monica texts me. Amber's really struggling. Can you please just talk to her? No. It's been less than a week. You were together 3 years. You can't give her 5 minutes? She took off her engagement ring for weeks to see if guys would hit on her. She disrespected our relationship. There's nothing to talk about. She made a mistake. She made a choice. Multiple choices. Over multiple weeks. That's not a mistake. Monica stopped texting after that. Tuesday, her mom calls. Her mom. Woman I'd had dinner with 12 times, helped her move furniture last year, thought we had a good relationship. She's devastated. She says you won't even talk to her. That's correct. Don't you think that's cruel after 3 years together? You know what's cruel? Taking off your engagement ring to attract other men while your fiancé thinks everything's fine. Silence. She told me you were being controlling, that you got mad about her going out with friends. She lied. Ask her about her social experiment. Ask her about hiding her ring for weeks. Ask her about pretending to be single on Instagram. More silence. I didn't know about that. Now you do. Hung up. Her mom never called again. Week 2, her sister Michelle calls. She's a mess. She's not eating. She's staying on my couch. She cries all the time. What happened? Ask her about her social experiment. Her what? The one where she took off her engagement ring for weeks to see if guys would hit on her. Called it research. I called it disrespectful. We broke up. Long silence. She told me you were tracking her movements, being jealous and possessive. She lied. She took off her ring. I found it. Asked her why. She explained her experiment. I ended the relationship. That's the whole story. Oh is right. I'm sorry. I believed her. Most people do. People lie well when they practice. Michelle never called back either. Week 3, I get a text from my buddy Jake. Heads up. Amber's posting about you on Instagram. Might want to check it. Checked. She'd made her account public. Posted a whole story, multiple slides. That thing where girls write paragraphs about their feelings. First slide. Old photo of us from happier times. Caption, when you think you know someone. Second slide, wall of text. Sometimes people show you who they really are when things get hard. 3 years together. Engaged for 4 months. One misunderstanding and he disappeared. Refused to communicate. Refused to try. Third slide. More text. I made a mistake. I admitted it. I apologized. He wouldn't even listen. Just packed my stuff and told me to leave. Blocked me everywhere. Fourth slide. If someone can throw away years together over one disagreement, that's not love. That's control. Fifth slide. Recent photo of her. Sad face. Caption, choosing myself, learning, growing. Comments were mixed. Her friends, you're better off. He sounds toxic. You dodged a bullet. Random people who saw through it. What was the mistake though? Taking off your engagement ring isn't a small thing. Sounds like you fucked around and found out. I didn't comment, didn't engage. Just blocked her on Instagram too and went on with my life. 3 weeks later, I'm at the gym. Different time than usual. Started going evenings instead of mornings because the new apartment is closer and my schedule shifted. Running on the treadmill. Woman gets on the one next to me. Starts her run. A few minutes pass. She glances over. You've got good pace. Thanks. How long you usually run? 30 minutes. You? Same. Though I'm cheating today. Had pasta for lunch. I laughed. First time I'd laughed in weeks. Pasta's not cheating. Tell that to my stomach. We ran in silence for a bit. Then she spoke again. I'm Aaron. Nathan. You come here often, Nathan? That sounded like a pickup line. Wasn't meant to be. Few times a week. You? Same. Weird we haven't crossed paths before. I usually come mornings. Recently switched to evenings. Life change? Something like that. Finished our runs. She stretched nearby. Not obvious, not flirty, just friendly. You doing weights after? She asked. Yeah. Chest and arms? Mind if I join? My usual gym buddy bailed. Sure. We worked out together. Talked between sets. She was a graphic designer, freelance, worked from home mostly, which is why she came to the gym at random times. Recently single, 2 months out of a relationship. It ended mutually. They grew apart. No drama. What about you? She asked. Your life change. Recent breakup? 3 weeks ago. Fresh. Very. Want to talk about it or change the subject? Subject change works. Fair enough. We exchanged numbers at the end. Let me know if you want a workout partner, she said. Tuesday, she texted. Gym at 6. Worked out together again. Grabbed smoothies after. Talked more. Easy conversation. No pressure. No games. She didn't ask about my ex again. Didn't push. Just existed in the moment. Friday, she asked if I wanted to grab dinner. Real dinner, not smoothies. Like a date? I asked. If you're ready. If not, just as friends. I'm ready. We went to this Italian place across town. Not Rosario's. Different one entirely. She wore jeans and a nice top. Not overdressed, not underdressed, just normal. Halfway through the meal, she asked, So what happened with your ex 3 weeks ago? I told her. The ring, the social experiment, the whole thing. She listened. Didn't interrupt. When I finished, she just nodded. She sounds insecure. Probably. Insecure people need constant validation. From everyone. All the time. It's exhausting. It was. For what it's worth, I think you handled it right. She crossed a line. You left. Clean break. Some people think I overreacted. Those people probably tolerate bad behavior in their own relationships. We finished dinner. She didn't post about it, didn't take photos for Instagram, didn't perform for an audience, just enjoyed the meal and the conversation. That was 2 months ago. We've been seeing each other since. Nothing heavy. Nothing serious yet. Just dating. Seeing where it goes. She's met my friends, I've met hers. Normal relationship progression, and she wears a necklace her grandmother gave her. Every day. Never takes it off. Doesn't hide it in photos. Doesn't run experiments about how people treat her with or without it. Just wears it because it matters to her. Week 5. Amber finds out about Aaron somehow. Mutual friend probably saw us and reported back. I get a series of texts from random numbers. Already? You're already with someone else? Blocked. It's been 5 weeks. We were together 3 years. Blocked. You know what? Good. I hope she's perfect. I hope she never makes a single mistake. Blocked. Then comes the long one. Different number. Clearly her. I get it now. You're actually gone. You actually moved on. I thought you'd come back. I thought this was temporary. You cooling off. Being dramatic, but you're done. You're actually done with me. 3 years and I'm just erased. Like I never mattered. I fucked up with the ring thing, I know. But I didn't think you'd actually leave forever. I thought you'd calm down and we'd talk and fix it like we always do. But you're with someone else now. Actually dating someone. And I'm actually single. Actually alone. And you're happy with her. And I'm realizing I lost everything over something so fucking stupid. And you don't even care. Deleted it. Didn't respond. What's there to say? She's right, I don't care. Hour later, another text. This one had bite. Just so you know, I pawned your grandmother's necklace. The one you let me borrow for that work event. Got $800 for it. Fair trade since you stole my ring. That got my attention. Not because of the money, because it was my grandmother's. Gold chain with a small pendant. She'd worn it her whole life. Left it to me when she died. Only thing I had from her. I'd let Amber borrow it for some company gala 3 months ago. She never gave it back. I kept meaning to ask for it. Never seemed urgent, until now. Called her sister Michelle immediately. Tell Amber she has 24 hours to get my grandmother's necklace back or I'm filing a police report for theft. She pawned it. She told me. Then she has 24 hours to unpawn it. She said it's payback for you pawning her ring. My ring. That I bought, that I had every legal right to pawn. The necklace is mine. She borrowed it. That's theft. Tell her. Next day, Amber shows up at my new apartment. No idea how she found the address. Handed me a pawn ticket. Lose pawn on 5th. You have a week to get it before they sell it. You couldn't get it back yourself? With what money? I don't have $800 sitting around. Should have thought of that before pawning stolen property. It's not stolen. You let me borrow it. Borrow. Past tense. You were supposed to give it back. Instead you pawned it. That's theft. Whatever. There's your ticket. Do what you want. She turned to leave. Stopped. Looked back. Was I really that bad? Did I really deserve this? You took off your engagement ring for weeks to attract other men. Yeah, you deserved this. It was just a stupid experiment. And this is the result. Experiment complete. Now you know what happens when you play stupid games. She left. I drove to Lou's pawn, same place I'd sold the ring, and bought back my grandmother's necklace for $800. Put it in a safe deposit box at my bank, never loaning anything to anyone again. 4 months later, I run into her at a bar. Downtown place. I'm there with Aaron and a couple friends. Amber's at a table with her girlfriends. We see each other across the room. She stares. I nod. Acknowledgement. Nothing more. 5 minutes later, she gets up, walks over to our table. Her friends are watching. My friends are watching. Aaron's sitting right next to me. Amber looks at Aaron, looks at me. So that's her, the replacement. That's Aaron, my girlfriend. Aaron smiles, polite. Nice to meet you. Amber ignores her, eyes on me. How long did it take you? 5 weeks? 6? To completely forget 3 years? I didn't forget, I just stopped caring. That's cold. You taking off your ring to see if guys would hit on you was cold. This is just consequences. I made a mistake. You made a choice. Multiple choices, over multiple weeks. There's a difference. Her face is getting red, voice getting louder. I was curious about something. I handled it badly. That doesn't erase 3 years. No, it just ended them. You didn't even try to work it out, you just left. What was there to work out? You wanted to see if you could do better. I let you find out. Turns out you couldn't. Fuck you. One of my buddies laughs. Can't help it. The whole situation is ridiculous. Amber spins on him. Something funny? He shrugs. Just wondering how you thought this was gonna go. You take off your ring to attract dudes, he leaves, you're mad he left? Where's the logic? Stay out of this. I'm just saying, you tested if the grass was greener, found out it wasn't. Now you're mad the old lawn got reseeded without you. Amber looks at me. This is who you hang out with now? These are my friends, who were also my friends when I was with you. Nothing's changed except you're not in the picture anymore. You're really done. You're actually done. Have been for months. Moved on. Got a new place, new life. You're just finding out late. This is really how it ends. It ended the day you took off the ring. This is just you catching up. She stands there another few seconds, jaw working, trying to think of something cutting to say. Settles on, I hope you're happy. I am. I wasn't trying to hurt you. Don't care. I loved you. Past tense. Same. She walks back to her table. Her friends lean in immediately. Damage control. Consoling her. Whatever. Aaron squeezes my hand under the table. You okay? Yeah. And I was. Am. Completely fine. That's the whole story. Girl takes off her engagement ring to see if she can get male attention. Guy sells ring and moves out. Girl realizes actions have consequences. The end. No big lesson. No profound realization. Just simple cause and effect. She wanted to know if guys would hit on her without the ring. They probably did. Meanwhile, I found someone who doesn't need to take off jewelry to feel validated. $2,200 bought me a new apartment and a fresh start. Best money I ever got for something that turned out to be worthless anyway.